Morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. How y'all doing? We're gonna be playing some Satisfactory today, but we're starting a whole new save, and I'll be teaching everyone how to play. Should be fun, should be fine. How did daylight savings time treat y'all? I know I woke up this morning and I was just like, why do I feel like I only got 5 hours of sleep? Oh, because I only got 5 hours of sleep. Gosh darn it. Go figure. Anyways, we're gonna get started here. Do a whole new save. There is a Satisfactory map that I use to plan out where I want to establish a base, and I will drop that in. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will drop that in the about the page down below. You know, the details and all that. And then if you're watching on Twitch, you can go to satisfactorymaps.com. I use that to help kind of figure out where I want to establish a base when I first start out. So there's 4 starting locations, and honestly, the northern forest is probably the best, especially if you go just slightly north right off the giant mountaintop. There's like this cliff that hangs over all the water, and it's a very good location. But we're actually going to start in the desert for this instance. Just going to call this teaching stream, and we are going to do intro. Put it here. Excuse you. Every time I type in a letter, it goes to the end. What the heck? Isn't that weird? There we go. There we go. We're gonna get this started. Now I'm gonna bring in the game sounds. No. R. Oh. Don't crash on me. Better not freaking crash on me. My computer already crashed on me once this morning while trying to play Satisfactory, so... Oh, you get... Here we are.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall
Even
imminent.
our video games
Please
are telling
remain
us to be
seated during
effective
full
and
procedure.
efficient and
Atmospheric
productivity and
entry in
such.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
I love this part of the intro, it's so neat. That, our lovely little desert. I say little, it's not actually that small. Actually, it probably has the most vast resources available in the whole map.
complete.
I also really like the soundtrack that they added for Satisfactory. The only problem is there's only like 3 tracks or 4 tracks, but they're all very lovely. I just get old. They get old after a while.
Godspeed.
Alright. So first off, we land and literally use ASD.
Welcome to Planet
And
Massage
W
2
move around.
ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha.
You have tab.
I am Ada,
Oh, I
also
can't
known
do it
as
yet.
Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub.
So you
Note:
press F
Fix It
to
Incorporated is
dismantle,
cost-effective
then
and
left
efficient.
click.
We do not waste.
Dismantle the drop pod.
All important Fix-It data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Also, if you hit left shift, it'll turn run on and walk off, so then you can move around a lot faster. Come up over here, grab some berries. Berries are food. They replenish your health. Very, very nice and helpful. Press O to open the codex. I basically never use it. I use everything else but this. So I use tab to open up the inventory.
Second
I would
objective:
equip your weapon
please
right off
ensure
the
you
bat.
have your Fix-It
Just drag it over to the
Incorporated
hands.
Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fix-It regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Extraterrestrial threats. We landed on their
Third
planet,
objective:
yet they're
please
the threat.
familiarize yourself with the resource
Just
scanner
saying.
to find iron.
Iron.
Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
True, iron is one of the most important reasons. You hold V, and normally there's multiple different resources you can scan for, but right now we only have iron, so we're gonna scan for iron. Does this shockwave, and then they ping up on your compass up there. You can see there's 200 meters that way, 160 that way, 300 over there, a couple more over here. Honestly, I believe we're going to make our base over this direction. This is a preferred location for the desert. One, there's enough nodes over here of all 3 of the starting resources that make it easy to start up. Yarny, hello Yarny, how are you? Nice to see you. We're playing some Satisfactory, and I'm trying to teach people. Teaching people how to play some Satisfactory. What's going on with you, Yarny? Are you gonna use that the Among Us emote thing that I made for you? If not, I will use it. Just worky? Sounds good. Okay, I call these dogs. They're not actually called dogs. I don't know what the like official title is, but they charge you and like a bull, but they're not as mean. Because there's a bigger version that is what I call a bull, and they charge you a lot more. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? These ones are like the easier of the two. So, and then you want to pick up all of the car pace for sure. Probably not. No worries. No worries. I thought it was funny. I have like 4 emote slots left, so I'm just gonna throw it in there for now. It was actually really easy to make. I was surprised. Wait. Hey. Calm down. Calm your extraterrestrial life, as Ada said. Add up. This is a summer swoop whip.
Relaying message. Hello, this is paternal figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
I call them baby bulls. That's fair. That's very fair. Welcome on in, kitty. I like to call them dogs because they're similar, but baby bull is good too. We're actually gonna establish a base kind of over this direction. So, because I know there's a copper node, a limestone node, and an iron node right over here. Not to mention, if you go in between the mountains over here, there's like access to oil fairly easy, and coal, and there's a deuterium node up there, or there's the coal right there. But there's pretty much everything right over here, so I like to start my base over here. The orange lizard, then been told, is called doggo. Yes. The lizard doggos. Gotta love the lizard doggos. They're so cute. I have a tendency to convert everyone into Yarny. I did it before in VR chat with Seahorse and Assume Others. The army of Yarny is taking over. So I was like, one of us, one of us. So we're gonna make our HUD right up here. Apparently it won't let me build yet. I love them until they gave you nuclear waste. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. The doggo went over and picked up the nuclear waste. On my main save, I'm like right at that point where I'm like establishing nuclear power. And I have not run into that, but that's hilarious. So, okay, now we can build the hub. Press Q to bring up the build menu, and then build the hub. I like to kind of try and centralize it to everything. So the limestone node is right there, the copper node is right there, and then the iron node, of course, we were just digging at right there. So I'm kind of just tossing it like right in here for now, although it's on stilts, so it's going to be kind of funky.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub
Your
feature,
horns and cat ears are in the mail. Oh, thanks, Yarny. Thanks. I will definitely stream with them on.
Hub upgrade 1. Note, the craft
You're not even at nuclear, it just started oil power and it gave me the oh no. Did it insert it into your inventory? Or did it just bring it over and like all of a sudden you started taking radiation damage? That sounds like something Yarny would do, honestly. Like innocent Yarny, like, I'm being helpful. Here, have some nuclear waste. It had it in the box, yeah. That's so funny. I know they have one inventory slot, so I'm gonna make 10 sheets and 10 iron rods. In order to autocraft, you can hit space when you're on the screen, and it should autocraft whatever you clicked on. Over here we have the actual hub. This is like all the milestones and all the things that you need to do to upgrade and move on to the next milestone. So I just clicked on this one and we have already made the rods. So this is real quick and easy. Left click it to automatically put it in there, and then hit the button and you're good to go. Select the next milestone. We just need 10 sheets and 11 more rods. So I'm actually come back up here.
You have unlocked
and
Building, workshop,
mine some
equipment,
more.
portable miner, inventory, additional slots, hub feature, personal storage. Sixth objective, complete hub upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Yeah, the portable miners are really nice at the beginning because they allow you to not do this. Because this is really annoying, just sitting here mining. But portable miners can do it for you. Also, let's talk about node consistency. So this is a normal size node. There's like a lower class, which I believe is a light, and then there's a higher class. And each class, it depends on which one you're mining, but you'll pick up one material out of the node if it's the lower class, 2 if it's the middle, and then 4 if it's the higher tiered. So depending on which node you establish next to, you should be able to farm quicker or not quite as quick. So once again, just press spacebar to auto. You know the inventory trick so you don't have to hold E? No. Can you mine so you don't have to hold the E? Did not know that. So we're just gonna do all of the ore that we mine, turn them all into ingots, and then we need 20 rods, and after that we're just gonna hang on to the rest of the ingots for the next milestone. How do you do that? Just hold the first hold E at first open inventory and then let go of the E and it'll still mine? Interesting. 20. Oh, that was slightly short. I'll try it in a minute. So put these in here. Now we have some structural part of the hub. And we're gonna do
Congratulations, you have unlocked
now we need
hub
copper.
feature biomass burner. Scanner feature, copper, new buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. Seventh objective, complete hub upgrade 3. Note, connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
You can crouch with the C button, and if you move forward like holding W and then hit the C button and then quickly release it and jump off of it, it'll allow you to get some extra air. Jump further, actually. Oh, I see. Very neat. I like this. Thank you for the hint. I think I'm gonna mine another 50, and then we're gonna go over to the copper node and mine another 50. Even when I escaped out of the inventory, it was still mining. Nice. Eventually we're gonna have to collect all this biomass. There's a lot of biomass over here, which are all these like plants. You can collect them and turn them into essentially fuel for your power. There we go. The biomass is the first means of powering up your factory. Biomass is something that you have to continue to farm in order to keep up on it. It's not ideal for an automated factory by any means, but it's like a bridge to get you to the next power, which will be coal power. but that's not until tier 3 and 4. I'm gonna grab 100 copper actually. We'll probably need it. And once we establish the next couple of milestones, we can drop a couple of portable miners down and have them automate the mining process for us temporarily so we can actually get our giant miner built. Alright. Gonna come back over here. So the hub automatically is equipped with one biomass burner off the bat. Eventually a second one will pop up once we get the intro, essentially milestone 0 or tier 0 done. It'll pop up a second one. Gotta make some ingots. Unfortunately, the beginning of the game is kind of a little tedious, where you just have to manually craft all of the stuff. Eventually we'll get into some automation and we won't have to do it anymore. If there's anyone that's new at the game and has any questions, feel free to ask them. I know the game fairly well. Been playing it for well over a year. I've seen all of the crazy updates that they've done recently. Love all of the quality of life stuff that they added with update 4. I can't wait till update 5. Auto-saving always happens every 5 minutes. You can change that if you want. I've changed mine to 10 minutes because on larger save files, it seriously like halts the whole game for 30 to 45 seconds. So, quite cumbersome on the computer as well. I tend to change it every 10 minutes. Make some well, gonna need them eventually. And we need more rods. Honestly, at this point, you can just create extras of everything. You're gonna eventually use them anyways, so. And cables are made from wires, so you have to create extra wires in order to create cables. Have enough materials for the cables. Alright. Once again, hold left shift and then left click to input the materials. Hit the upgrade hub button, and boom. We're at the fourth upgrade. Now we need concrete. More coal. So
congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Feature Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 8th
Or
objective.
copper.
Complete hub upgrade 4. Note. Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
So I think I'm gonna mine 50 copper, and then we're gonna go over to the limestone, mine 50 limestone. I might mine more than 50 limestone. Limestone is very important in the beginning, in my opinion, because that and iron allows you to build the foundations, and that is what really shapes your base. Or else you're just building on the terrain, and building on the terrain is so inconsistent and looks, I don't know, rugged, in my opinion. So I always build all of the foundations whenever possible. I just like coat the whole area in foundations. Kind of obsessed with the foundations. You see my main save, it's huge. Sprawled across the northern forest. Alrighty. There's the limestone. Grab that real quick. Probably take about 100 limestone. And then down in the bottom right corner, my avatar is blocking it, but those that are actually playing the game will be able to see it. All of the shortcuts to all the various different buttons and such. Kind of helpful when learning the game. And then the hotkey bar down at the very bottom allows you to quickly build stuff, and you can customize it however you like. A lot of iron too. I'm gonna have to go pick up some more iron. Eventually, we'll have the portable miners. They will help. Alright. That is a quartz chunk. We don't really need it at the moment. Quartz is not until like at least tier 4. I want to say it's 5 and 6, but it might be a little earlier than that. 4. So we're gonna get another 50 iron. I don't know, that actually might not be enough. I think we need more than that. Yeah, because 3 to 1, or 3 to 2. 1.5 times 75 cut in half is like 40. Not quite 40. You can use quartz to get the map very easily. That's true, that is true. Quartz does help with the MAM skill tree and allows you to build the signs. Quartz gets used in all the sign building later in the game. Alright. Gotta go up and around. I missed something. Gonna make iron, copper real quick. Pop down some concrete. Well, on our way through milestone or tier 0. See, in this game, the solid material are pretty easy to understand. It's the liquids, the fluids that are quite difficult because of the real life physics that they've added into the engine. Makes it really difficult to maneuver and move around liquids. So once you get into like oil and stuff like that, it takes a lot of finagling. Oil, sulfuric acid, water. I feel like there's others too. Aluminum solution. I just found out about the map after 140 hours. I was hitting myself for not using. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, the map is really nice. You don't start with it, which is kind of a shame, honestly. I wish they'd allow you to start with it. Like, I don't know about you, but I live by the maps in any game, honestly. If I don't have a map, I feel like I'm a wandering idiot. Like, wandering around, where do I go? Huh? Huh? Concrete. Oh, we just unlocked screws and reinforced iron plates. Realize. Have enough key. Save the copper for later. Making all the concrete here. Around here. Dirt them all. After 345 hours, I am still clueless. Fair enough, fair enough. I have been playing this game for a very long time. I have like...
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
This is true. Be careful where you place conveyor belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair.
Oh my gosh, Kitty, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I don't know why it was so quiet. Very quiet. But thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. Are you a streamer as well, Kitty? I used to be, by my NF, has been acting up a lot, so I stopped like a year ago. Oh, I see, I see. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what NF is, but I'm sorry it's acting up. That's terrible that it's stopped you from streaming. For me, streaming has been such a godsend and, like, so good on the mental health. Alright, have enough? No. Have enough. I think we need 200. Or not quite 200. Probably like 150. Fibromyalgia. Sorry, I'm sure I butchered that, but that's kind of what I thought it was. And I'm sorry it's acting up so much that it's stopped you from streaming. That's terrible. I know a couple of the other community members in our community here also have it, and it's debilitating for sure. It's not a fun thing at all. Yeah, this is gonna be one of many teaching streams. Basically, I'm gonna be streaming it on Twitch and then throwing it up on the YouTube, and then rerunning it on Twitch at various different times. And I just kind of wanted to get out like a tutorial based stream for people that want to learn how to play Satisfactory, but they seem overwhelmed. I hear it so much. People are like, this game looks so cool, but there's so much going on. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know where to start. I'm like, well, here, I'll fix that for you. I'll bring all the education to you, and you can learn from it. I actually really enjoy teaching folks, so long as they're open to learning. It's hard trying to teach someone when they have their mind closed to learning. But for folks that have the open mind, here it is. So we're just getting the cables, getting the rods, gonna input them into the hub, hit that next milestone. Next is biomass. We need 100, 100, 150. That's a lot.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner. 10th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
Note, there are no notes. I'm gonna see if we can't build a portable miner yet. That'll definitely speed this up a lot. Okay, open up here. You have to build an equipment workshop, which this is where you'll be building all sorts of different tools to really help all kinds of different things. Ben, hello Ben, how are you doing? Ben, I hope daylight savings time treated you alright. I know I woke up and I was just like, what? I feel like I only got 4 hours of sleep. Oh wait, I only got 4 hours of sleep. Like, darn it. So yeah, we're teaching people how to play Satisfactory. We've started a brand new save. We're just gosh, like 45 minutes in. So we're not too far in. Need more rods. More rods. We need a total of 8. That's definitely enough. Grab a couple more miners. This will help us a lot. So with the miners, you have to actually equip them. So you can drag and drop, or you can hold left click, hold shift and left click to automatically equip them. And then you bring the portable miner over here, and then you left click once you're on the node and drop him, and he just stands up and starts digging. Really neat. I'm fucking annoyed. I got tipsy 2.5 ciders all last night. I woke up feeling refreshed and no cold sweats or shivering, and that's just annoying. What? But you didn't have a hangover, so that's good, right? Right? So we're gonna miner up both the copper and the limestone as well. So we'll have automatic diggers for all of the raw ore for all 3 nodes. And then we can go back over and grab the iron. Hello? Drop. Oh, it didn't think I was on the limestone. And then at this point, I think we can start grabbing some of the biomass around here. We're gonna need to use it very soon. Very soon. Along the way, I'm just gonna be grabbing biomass like crazy. I even woke up at my body's 6 a.m. just refreshed as a daisy. Just annoyed that alcohol helps with, because it's not an actual option. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. You don't want to become reliant on it, and the fact that it made you feel so like refreshed is like tough, because you don't want to utilize it over and over and over. So you can grab all, this little button here, and just automatically grab it, and he'll just keep digging. And come back over here and make some more ingots. We need tons of iron in the beginning. Iron is such a vital resource. Same with limestone, honestly. Copper, somewhat, like you kind of need it, but you can also get away with just utilizing iron once you get the alternative recipes. There's alternative recipes to create iron wire, and once you have that, you can pretty much create almost everything copper is utilized for. So it's kind of nice. You don't have to rely on copper as much. I'm gonna lurk a bit to help Jake with setting some stream stuff up. You can take over his computer. Oh, very nice, very nice. Sounds good. Thank you, Ben, for the lurk. Good luck with the setting up stuff with Jake. Like, I might even grab a second portable miner for iron. Just because it's, they don't dig it as quickly as we can utilize it, so. Void! Hello, Void. Welcome on in. How you doing? We're teaching folks how to play Satisfactory. I know you're an expert at Satisfactory, so... Unfortunately, this is like the beginning of the game is just like handcrafting so many things. We'll get there eventually, though. You haven't played in ages? Oh yeah, you've been on your like game mission. Have one more portable miner. We'll call that good. Oh, I want to grab the ore that's in here. While we're at it, we're gonna go grab the copper and the lime and all of these rubberies. GPU, I paid for a month's membership, paid for a month membership, and I'm getting a month's worth. Pay for a month's membership to what? The game you're playing? Oh, fair enough, fair enough. To come back here and bang out some more iron ingots. Crisscross the belts, no balls. What? Welcome on in, Zachary. Looks like we still need some more concrete, so I'm gonna build that as well. Make spaghetti? Oh, we'll definitely make spaghetti. It'll happen. Spaghetti is basically unavoidable at this point. This game is made for spaghetti. That and Factorio. All the spaghetti. Oh, and Dyson Sphere program. So much spaghetti. We just need some sauce and some meatballs. Right. So we don't have quite enough rods, but I'm gonna insert these materials real quick. We need a little bit more concrete, a little bit more iron. Great minds think alike. Exactly. Exactly. Are you a fan of Satisfactory? Are you a seasoned veteran, or are you brand new? I imagine you're a veteran if you're coming in here asking about spaghetti. I have put over 5,000 hours into Satisfactory, so I'd say I'm quite seasoned at the very least. Oh hells yeah, I'm actually pretty new. I just learned a lot. I only have about 178 hours. Well, that's not too bad. I'm sure you're probably at what, like between coal and oil? Maybe at oil? You watched a lot of its Kip's? Yeah. I've heard the name before. I've never actually watched their streams, but yeah. Oh, you restarted? Oh, I see, I see. I mean, honestly, like, that's part of this game, is like experimenting with your first build and then restarting and like knowing how to build efficiently and effectively is really key. Your first save, you'll probably only get to like coal, if that, before you get overwhelmed and go, oh, I need to restart. And then on your second run through is when you probably hit like oil. And once you hit oil, you're just like, oh my god, how do I move liquids? How does this work? All of the fluids. I like its blitz a lot myself, and I also just restarted after getting the oil. Yeah, I kind of figured. That's I feel like it's pretty typical to do that. I did it many a times. I've gotten 4 saves up to nuclear power, so, and you know, you establish a base and you automate everything, and you get up to that point, and then you're like, oh, you require a lot more production, and my base cannot do it, so let's just restart. It's gonna be easier to restart. Those two streamers get confused with each other all the time. Oh, yeah, I can see that. They're very close to each other's names. And they both play Satisfactory, is that right? I actually got 2 oil on my first run, but since I've learned so much from so many tutorials, I actually know how to do liquids pretty well. Oh, that's good. Liquids are so tough. Like, I still struggle with liquids. Honestly, Void Sleets that was in here a minute ago, he has given me so many hints at oil. Oil is such a pain in the butt. I can't even. I know you gotta put liquids on the lower floors and do stuff on high. Yeah, exactly, exactly. If you don't, then it's so hard to move the liquids up in altitude. It makes it nearly impossible if you're trying to like push them up to another floor. Because real life physics. I got a PDF from a streamer that explains liquids and pipes so well. Oh, very nice, very nice. I feel like I've seen that PDF as well. I'm pretty certain I have. I don't remember who dropped it. It may have been Void. But yeah, in this game, liquids to me are the bane of my existence. Like, I'll work with gas, I'll work with any physical resource, or solid resource rather. But liquids, I hate working with them. Especially the way I build. Like, I tend to build high up in altitude above like where the nodes are. So bringing
Congratulations, you have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, part biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Weird? Oh, now it appears. Very odd. Like, you cannot access it till we get done talking. Have fun. If I'm understanding the PDF correctly, you're in the perfect spot to take advantage of the head lift if you use the pond on top of the big waterfall. Oh, over here? Yeah, around the corner. That's like way over that direction. That's kind of why I built over here. For one, there's coal right there. Oil is just through the mountains. And there's quartz and caterium very close by. Bitter. Get off of the mountain. Rude. Freaking rude. So the best way to beat these spitters is to kind of like slide under their belly and attack upwards. I did not do it very well in that instance, but that's the best way I've found, is to kind of just charge them so they don't have time to spit at you. Where was I? Oh, grabbing iron. Till the spitter was rude and interrupted. I'm not surprised the PDF has circulated the community. It's quite helpful. I hope that I can create some sort of stream that would be helpful to beginners as well. More automation. Soon we'll be getting into biomass, which we take those leaves and the wood chunks and basically chop them up and make them biomass. Use the biomass in the biomass burners for electricity. Our first electricity production in the game. I don't mind biomass so much, it's just a pain to always refuel it. I'm so angry, I just walked across the map and realized I didn't have a beacon, but I also didn't have the resources to craft a bench so I could do anything. I have to walk all the way back. Oh no, that's the worst. I hate when I do that too. Like my main save, my base is so massive that like I have all of my resources centralized in one location. So when I'm like trying to expand or like go out to the nuclear area and I forget a vital resource, I'm just like, ugh. It takes like 5 minutes to walk back. It's so annoying. Even with the blades. Inevitably, you run into either some sort of native creature or like a cliff or something, and you have to like hopscotch down the cliff if you don't have the jetpack yet, or something like impedes your ability to move to your base quickly. And of course I end up dying or something happens. I get distracted. I just did that. Oh no. I didn't mean to, you know, call out what you were doing or anything, but, you know, shit happens. You and one other YouTuber are the only ones doing a step-by-step tutorial. I very much appreciate it for a newcomer like me. Oh, that's very nice to hear, Kitty. Thank you so much. That's, like, super reassuring. I know a couple of folks in my community have asked about Satisfactory, and they're like, it looks really fun, but it's very, very intimidating. And I'm like, well, here, let me try and do step by step, and like, let's do this, let's do that, and then I actually have a separate scene for like discussing like good building placements and stuff like that once we get into placing buildings. So, all good, I forgive. Yeah, my bad. This is the only part I don't like about starting a new save, is just sitting here handcrafting. Like, over and over and over. Like, give me the automation. Automate everything. In my main save, I have this wall of resources that's like 3 stories high of just like every resource you need. And all of them are plugged into storage containers. And they're all labeled with the weird screen things that you can build. Forget what they're called. Signs. I probably built too many. Not too bad, not too bad. But always do more. Always need more iron. Beginning. Grab that. Oh, My jump didn't go off properly. If you're moving up in altitude, even just slight, like a slight incline, and you try to slide and jump like I do all the time, not gonna work. It just like stops you in your tracks. It's really annoying. Yeah, the signs. Yeah, I forget words all the time. Words are hard. See, we need 100 rods, and oh, we have 100 rods already. What am I doing? What am I doing? We need the concrete though. More concrete, please. Concretely clear, we need more concrete. The only problem I have with this starting location is most of the nodes around here are normal, and they're not pure, which I enjoy the pure nodes because they produce twice the amount of normal and 4 times the amount of a low or impure node. The red forest is beautiful, but they ruined the look of the water there. Oh, have you been to the swamp? The swamp water is disgusting, and it wrecks my graphics card every time I go in there. So I totally get it. But yeah, I believe the Red Forest has the same type of water. It's that dark, murky, disgusting water. I don't think I have, but I'm unsure. Yeah, the swamp is probably the worst spot in the whole map. It has the most spiders, the most bulls, and the most beehives. It's heavily concentrated with resources, but it's definitely like overwhelming because there's so many enemies. Every turn you look, there's another enemy. And the spiders will drop out of the middle of the air, and you're just like, oh my god, there's like a flying spider coming down on my head. Like, what is going on? I think I need another portable miner for the limestone. We're not mining the limestone quick enough. Yeah, the pink forest or the red forest is very nice. Aesthetically very pleasing, for sure. Granted, it's a little bit terrifying too, because it has quite a lot of bulls, and I hate dealing with the bulls. And it has a lot of, like, uranium chunks flying about, so you have to kind of avoid them, which is irritating. Still not enough concrete. We'll let them build up for a minute, and we'll just sink this biomass a little bit, and all these ingots while it builds up to 100. I think my favorite starting location is actually off the cliff in the northern forest, where there's like 4 pure iron nodes and like 2 pure copper nodes, like right side by side. And you can just build right off of the cliff, and then straight down below there's like oil and coal and a ton of water, so you can move up the tiers pretty quick. The only problem, or the only reason I didn't start at that location is I've done that location like 4 different times, so I wanted to try and do something different. I just clenched my cheeks like 10 times from jumping off multiple cliffs. Oh no. I have seen too much past, or yeah, I have seen too much past the Northern Forest. And that's where I started. The Northern Forest is not a bad starting location by any means. Especially after Update 4, they added in all of those extra pure iron nodes in the center of the forest. It made it a lot more optimal for starting. Because before those nodes, I think there was only like 2, and now there's like 5 or 6. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more optimal now. Oh, you have not seen much past the Northern Forest? Fair. If you go just slightly north of the Northern Forest, there's a giant cliff with like 4 pure iron nodes like right on it, and that is super ideal because there's also a limestone node right up there, and every single node around there is pure. Makes it really easy to move up the tiers quickly. I like this starting location too, though. I've started here once before. You can kind of move up quickly as well. Have enough. Yeah, 140. That's where I started. 4 pure iron nodes and 2 pure copper and 1 pure lime. Yeah. It's honestly the best starting location in the entire game. One, the coal is just like right down the mountain or the cliff right there, and there's water there, so you can use it to create coal power. And then the oil is like around the corner on the northern side, just in the huge water fields there. And there's a Caterium and a sulfur node right there, as well as 2 quartz nodes. And I think there's 4 or 5 coal nodes, which is ideal for creating a coal-based power plant. Enough. Nope, still need more. This is forever long. I feel like we're gonna be doing all this limestone forever. So eventually, once we establish an actual automated drill and stuff, we'll automate all this concrete building. It'll be a lot easier to start building. Like I said earlier, concrete is probably my favorite thing to build. My base is covered in various floors of concrete. Here we go, here we go. Oh, we got the button. The little red button. What's funny though is I only have 100 hours on my current worlds, but my doggos have already given me 2 toxic 3 SAM ore. Oh no.
Infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Oh, where'd it go? There it is. So when you hit the button that blasts off, you can kind of watch it run away from us. Alright, on to the next milestone. Now this one's a little bit different. Not really, actually. But we're almost getting some new buildings and such. That's kind of nice. The one thing that I haven't really done for is trains. I have not utilized the trains at all. My entire base on my main save is set up with belts. So I'm literally pulling all of the oil from below the cliff and over in the northern eastern part of the map. Actually, we might be able to see it from here. Maybe. Might not have quite the angle. But just on the other side of here, there's like a huge oil...
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-It freighter re-entry complete.
Huge oil, like, area. So I've built down below, and then the northern forest is where I established my main base. But it's so big, it spans over to the coal over there, and then up into the bauxite in the red forest. And we're just hitting the uranium inside the waterfall. I don't know if y'all have hit that point, but there's a uranium node inside a waterfall. That's what we've been automating. I didn't realize that the doggos could bring you toxic waste. Yarny, welcome to being first. You're number one, Yarny. Number one. No, you're number one. Now, real quick, I'm gonna give Yarny a lovely shout out. Yarny is so much fun. Lovely VTuber. Right here. Chaotic, good energy. Hi. Holy crap, Kitty. Oh my gosh. Kitty, we just met and you're already subscribing. That is so freaking sweet. Thank you so much. Welcome on into the collection of elements. So nice to have you. We have a Discord as well if you are interested. I totally understand if you don't want to... You're probably in a million streamers Discord, so... And mine, honestly, mine's not super busy. Like, we have some small discussions, but kind of quiet most of the time. Last night we had the best game of Among Us. We had like 13 people. It was so much fun just killing each other. It's always a blast when you can kill your friends and laugh about it. How quickly I sub depends on the personality of the streamer. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Most of the time it takes a few days. Aw. That's really, really warm. I appreciate it. I try and create as open and inviting of an environment as I possibly can. But yeah, we do community games on Saturdays. We bounce back and forth between Marbles and Among Us and sometimes Phasmophobia and Jackbox Party Packs. Back for a sec while Jake lets the puggo out. Oh, Derek. The cute puggo. Have you tried Goose Goose Duck? It's like Among Us, but I think it's better. No, I haven't. I believe I've heard of it. I've just never looked into it. See if it's on Steam. I'll check it out. Oh, it is. It's free too. Holy crap. Well, I'm gonna download this as soon as I'm done streaming. So yeah, thank you for that. We figured out his camera angle and reconfigured his Pokemon controller. That's so sweet. Ben's helping out Retro Sanity, our lovely friend. He's a blind streamer. He's lovely and so much fun.
Baby girl!
He's so inspirational. He's a blind streamer and plays games. It's amazing. Like, I don't know if I could have the power to do that. It would just take so much. It's like Among Us, it gives you roles to every player to make it more interesting. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. I feel like Among Us was trying to start to incorporate stuff like that, but haven't quite done it. He's so powerful. He really is. He's such a kind person too. Not to mention he loves like all the metal that I do, so it's very like we connected on a deep level about music. I'm a huge like symphonic progressive metal nerd. Granted, I like a large variety of music, but symphonic metal is definitely my niche. I call it wizard metal most of the time. So much like handcrafting. It drives me crazy. Granted, it's fun to start a new save and like re-establish everything from the basics. I do enjoy that part, but the handcrafting. Always the handcrafting. So this coming Tuesday, which is in what, 2 days, we're doing an Unchained Subathon event. Specifically, people that donate subs get to choose songs that I'm gonna karaoke. Granted, I am not a good singer at all by any means, but it should be fun and entertaining. So if you want to drop by Tuesday, starting at noon Pacific Standard
Milestone
Time,
reached.
we'll be
Conveyor
doing
belts
that.
can now merge,
Should be fun.
split, and lift
Should
to
be,
increase the complexity and efficiency of your
wacky.
factory.
For sure.
We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
And then later on today, so I'm gonna be stopping this. Oh my gosh, it's already 11:30. Oh, I started late, that's right. I'm gonna be stopping this at 1. So an hour and a half or so. And then I'm taking an hour break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna attempt to one shot. As in, do a full playthrough of the game one shot. It's like a pixelated RPG. Not quite pixelated, but like low-end graphics RPG. It looks very cute. It's not super long, it's like 4 hours long, so we're gonna attempt to finish it all in one go. What's our next milestone? I didn't even check. I just went back to like automating everything. More copper wire. I don't have enough copper ingots, so let's go grab some more raw copper ore. Normally when I play Satisfactory, we have open song requests, so you can play your own music. But I wanted this VOD specifically to re-air multiple times and throw up on YouTube. We all know YouTube's algorithm for catching DMCA stuff is very strong. Very strong. They catch even like 5-second sound clips and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my god. You guys are too much. What was that? Oh, it's coming back. The pod. It broke the atmosphere, essentially. See, there it is. Back. Alright, let's throw this in here. Still need more, but it's fine. And we need screws. A lot of screws, too. And screws are made from rods, so we have to like create the rods first and then we create the screws. And like middle game, screws are so vitally important, like tier 3, 4, 5, and 6. You have to produce like thousands of screws to automate everything. It's so annoying. Granted, there are a lot of alternate recipes that you can get to automate them quicker. You don't often find them until, like, late game. Kinda annoying. Personally, the way I like to do the tiers is just handcraft and run through the first and second tier. And generally, I like to run through this third and fourth tier before I really start building my base. but some parts of it you kind of need to automate beforehand, like concrete and iron plates. Those are very important. But I don't generally automate everything until we get well into the 3rd tier, at least. I believe it's the 3rd tier, or maybe it's the 4th tier, that you get the 2nd Mach 2 miner. And that changes how much production you can utilize. So it's like all of a sudden a huge game changer, and you have to like expand your base by like 2 or 3 folds. So I don't like to build and establish my base until we get to that point, so we don't have to rework the entire base in order to optimize it. Oh, I missed it just slightly. I could make a drum beat to this. Like a perfect metronome. A 4/4 metronome. We need 100 plates, and we have 15, so we need another 85. Still need some more wire, but we have enough copper ingots to make the wire, so we're good. We have enough screws already. A little bit more iron, and we have everything we need to complete the milestone. The field research milestone is a nice one. You get the man. Molecular analyst something, so I don't know. We'll hear it in a second once I hit it. Can't remember it off the top of my head. I need 76. There we are. Launch that out of here. Go out here and watch it.
Milestone reached.
off.
The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
So in here we have the MAM, which she was just talking about. But we need reinforced iron plates in order to build it, and some wire. So let's take those real quick. What are we missing? Oh, more plates. Go grab some more iron. In my opinion, it is definitely in your best interest to hit up the first 2 tiers entirely before you start building your base. Or else you're just gonna build stuff in awkward ways and you're gonna have to rebuild it anyways, so I think we're gonna get like 40. I think that'll allow us to have 10 iron plates, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, only 5. Only, oh, not even 5. One shy of 5. Still need more. The pod just broke the atmosphere fan. Oh, we need to. Alrighty, now we can build the MAM, I believe. Oh, we need some cables. So in order to make cables, you need wire. Making some wire first. Need 50 cables, so there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, room. Oh. Apparently we're missing wire, too. Thought I had it, but... oh well. Up the last bit of this copper. We'll make the MAM real quick. Then go back around grabbing some more ore from all of the nodes. I like to set up my base where I have my 2 buildings, like kind of like this at the entrance. My preference. You know, you build however you want. Then inside the MAM, there's different various branches of research. And so the alien organism one, when you kill the natives, they drop organisms or, you know, carapace and stuff like that. So you can use it to research.
New recipe unlocked.
So
New research available in the MAM.
Basically, this first research allows you to make biomass out of the carapace and the organs. Kind of nice. They make biomass much quicker than the shrubberies around, which we'll get into biomass production here in a minute. We're gonna have to get some power soon, so once we start building our drills and such, just want to get the first couple of tiers out of the way before we actually start building our base. think my favorite part of the game is once you get into the coal-based power is like a huge step in like getting away from the biomass. The biomass is it's fine, but it takes so long to collect all the biomass and then to change it into actual biomass so the burners can consume it. Takes a long time and it's very tedious, so it's really exciting once you can actually automate power and not have to hand refuel it all the time. That's kind of the way I look at it anyways. My favorite part of the game, like getting past the biomass. There's a spitter. Hi, spitter. Why we call them spitters. They spit fireballs like Mario. And the way I like to kill these guys is like slide under their bellies, just keep stabbing. They can't really hit you when you're underneath them. Konax, hello, how you doing? Nice to see you. I hope you're well. I hope I don't know if you have daylight saving time where you are, but if you do, I hope it treated you well. I'm trying to get up on this rock so I can get this yellow slug. So these yellow slugs are really neat. Well, slugs in general are really neat in this game. Collect them and then change them into power shards. And the power shards allow you to overclock your buildings. I just cannot. Can we build a foundation yet? Foundation. Okay. We have not even started to get into talking about the foundations, but it's fine. There we go. There we go. Collect this power slug. I'm well, thank you. Hope you're doing well as well. And daylight savings time sucks. Yes. Daylight savings time is such a pain in the butt. I wish they would eradicate it. I don't know. It's so annoying. I woke up this morning, I'm like, why do I feel like I only got 5 hours of sleep? Look at the time. Remember the daylight savings time happened? Oh, it's because I only got 5 hours of sleep. Damn it, daylight savings time. You suck. How has life been treating you, Konax? So once we get some nutrients, some natural consumables, we can do this research as well. I did the nuts.
New object added to the object scanner.
The object scanner that they're talking about, I don't think... Oh yeah, we can build it. I basically never use it, to be honest with y'all. I basically never use it. It's not really... I mean, it's easy to use, but it's not, like, that helpful. So it just kind of annoys me more than anything. So Konax, we're doing our teaching folks how to play Satisfactory. We started a whole new save. We were going through the milestones, just trying to get to a point to where we can start building. Then I can really folks some different like methods of building that are effective. I know I've seen some folks that, not to criticize anyone's work, but some folks that build in ways that are just not optimal. So I'd like to try and help out the community, being like, this is one way you can do it, and this is another way you can do it, and like show optimization. Because in this game, once you get to the late game, optimization is something you desperately need to have. Because your base starts to get so big, during the late game tiers that if you're not optimized, it's just like a complete mess. What's our next milestone? Oh, we're in tier 2. Nice. This is when it starts to get a little bit more tricky and craft everything. At which point we probably need to build some miners. Which if you go over here to the production tab in your build menu, which is Q, and come down here to the miners, we need 10 plates, 10 concrete, and a portable miner in order to build it. So let's get 10 iron plates. I'm actually gonna get 30 because we're gonna build 3 of them. And we already have enough concrete, so it's fine. I'm gonna ditch a couple of things in our storage bin here in the HUD. We really don't need them at the moment, they're just taking up inventory space. So, alright, that's plenty of plates. Drop this, all of these things that we don't need. Like all biomass stuff that we're not really getting into at the moment. And then the slug. We don't really need the slug at the moment. I'm gonna come over here and pick up the portable miners. And then build the actual miner building. I think I'm gonna point it this direction for now. I'm also going to add hotkeys to my bar down on the bottom. And it's just the way I prefer to set up things. You can set it up any way you want, of course. I like to do power line, or power pole, power line, belts, and then on 4th slots I like to do the lift. 5th and 6th are the merger splitter. Next will be a storage container, which storage containers you build all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, I totally messed that up. Foundations on 4 and 5, and then that whole chain of stuff. 6, 7, 8. And you just hover over the thing in there and press the hotkey button that you want to assign it to. You can also hold Alt and mouse scroll to various different hotkey bars. So you can have multiple different ones. Kind of nice. So I generally have one for like base building, one for liquids, one for hypertubes, and then just like a random one full of just buildings. You can just scroll through the wheel and just have everything like really quickly accessible. It's really nice. So for now, we are going to build a storage container. You can hold left control to have it automatically line up with something like this. This miner, you can see the angle at which it's at. Tilt it in the right position, and then it'll just line up if you're holding that left control button. So then it's just perfectly aligned with the building, and then you can create a belt just right into the storage container. The miner isn't producing ore yet because we haven't powered it. Claire, hello! Thank you for the head pats. Welcome on in. I hope your day is lovely. So we're going to be building a biomass burner, our first one. Plop it right here. I like to kind of put it next to the miner, just for now. And then plop down a power line from it. You can click on the burner and plop down a power line automatically, and then line the power to the miner. And as you see, we don't have anything burning in there, so it's not actually producing electricity yet. So we have to make the biomass to put in it.
Hydration is important if you wanna be a healthy pup. The summertime heat is quickly approaching, so be sure to drink enough. Make sure you drink
pop out.
enough water.
You pop out. Thank you for the hydrate, Claire. I have my delicious tea that I'm sipping on. What were we doing? Oh, biomass. Biomass.
Sir, what is it now?
Dancing Goombas.
Dancing again.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Thank you for the dancing Goombas. So we have this biomass that we can put in there just straight in, and the burner will burn it, but it's not optimal. It'll also burn like the raw leaves and wood, but once again it's not optimal. So if we create the actual... Oh, we don't even have access to it yet. Hold on. Where is the biomass? Obstacle clearing. The solid biofuel is what we want. So we want to try and hit this milestone before we start getting into the biomass. Totally forgot that it's a little bit higher up. So we gotta make a bunch of screws and cables. We're gonna need more copper and more concrete. Oh no, we have enough concrete, but more copper for sure. Hopefully I've grabbed enough iron ore. I mean, I have 5 stacks at the moment, but you run through iron so quickly in early game. Need 500 screws, which is going to require a lot of rods as well. Remember, screws are made from the rods, at least in the beginning, until you get the alternate recipe to make them straight from iron ingots. It's a really nice alternate recipe, might I add. It's nice being able to skip the step of making iron rods. Blaze, I'm all out and about in the town since 6 a.m. and I want to come and say hi. Hi, Killy. How you doing? Are you having fun with the photo booth? I hope you're having a blast. But thank you so much for dropping by, Kelly. I always appreciate it. Anything fun going on? Having a blast. I would like a nap. Oh, you probably didn't get much sleep because on top of not going to bed early, also daylight savings time, which sucks. I hate daylight savings time. Spring forward is the worst as well. My partner works in the pharmaceutical industry and says that daylight savings time, specifically the one that's spring forward, is the highest rate of heart attacks throughout the year happens on daylight savings time because people don't get enough sleep. Isn't that crazy? I was like, when I heard that, I was just like, oh my goodness. Drop that extra miner there so we can get some more ore when we need it. Going to be trying to get that biomass. Still, drop that, drop that. Oh, we need copper, that's right. Run over here, grab the copper. I'm glad you're having a good time, Killy. Especially out and about. Like, this time in time. This moment in time is very, problematic. Obviously with the pandemic going on and everything. So it's hard to get out and about. But stay safe. We need 100, I believe, is 100 wires. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Might be a 1-to-2 ratio, if I remember. Oh, it's a 1-to-2. Okay, that makes it a little easier. But yeah, once we get this obstacle clearing milestone, we'll be able to optimize our biomass burners and such with the highest efficiency fuel. Like I said, you can technically put in the raw biomass or like the raw materials to make biomass, but it's not super efficient and it's kind of a waste of the materials itself. So I tend to only put in the actual biomass. God, what are they called? Biomass. Solid fuel. There we go. Solid biofuel. Where am I going? Where am I going? I don't even know. Come on, Blaze.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Oh yeah, it gives you extra inventory slots too, which is very nice. Eventually we'll get so many resources that it's kind of overwhelming how many slots they take up. So once we create that solid biomass fuel, or solid biofuel, you can take it and put it into the burner, and voila! Now the miner will start up, because it's all powered up, start producing ore to go into our storage container. We're going to make a smelter. Oh, but we need rods. Go grab some rods real quick. Because the smelter actually allows you to automate the smelting of the raw ore into iron ingots. Which is really, really helpful. Speeds things up quite efficiently. Alright, we have the rods now. Let's so I like to make a splitter first, directly outside of the storage container. So this storage container is essentially a buffer. So if we run out of power, we'll still have ample source of resource, like raw ore, available to still utilize in automation, which is essentially the idea behind the buffer. So, oh, we need wire too. Billy Blaze, never getting enough resources. Grab the wire. And I'm probably gonna make more than one, so I wanna make sure that I have enough for probably 4. 32, so a little bit more than that. Let's run over and grab some more copper. It's funny that the stilts disappear when you're too far away, and it just looks like the base is floating. A lot of assets and details disappear in this game when you're on lower settings. And I have to run this game at lower settings because my computer can't handle at higher settings with the huge save that I have. The main save that I have has like 1,500 hours in it, so the base is massive, so the computer gets overwhelmed. Some wire here, and that's enough. Jump back over here. And we're gonna drop a couple of smelters. And I like to line it up like right here. Sometimes it doesn't look like it's aligned, but it is. Oh yeah, so it's fine. And then you can see the ore coming through. This is iron, so we're gonna have to click on the iron, and we have to power it. So I'm gonna click on the wire, bring the wire over to. Actually, I'm gonna make a separate pole next to the smelter for the smelters, and then bring another wire over to the other pole. And now this should be creating ingots for us. And because we use 30 iron ore a minute, I'm going to come over here and look how much we're producing. We're for producing 60 a minute. So we really only need 2 smelters to optimally utilize that iron node. So we're gonna make a second one right next door. That's how I like to arrange my smelters. Build another splitter here. Line that up as well. And then pop in the belts. Pull one up here. And then power it. So add the power line to over here. And then they produce the ingots, right? But they're not going anywhere. They're just sitting in and just saving up. Right? We need a storage container to hold them all. So we take the merger, which is the other splitter looking thing, and you merge them together. You put one here and one here, and then belt it up. Push the other one into the other, and then you can see the ingots coming out of it, coming through. Then we can put a storage container at the end of this, but we don't have enough room for it, so it's going to be a little wonky. Little bit wonky. Oh, we need more iron plates. Well, in that case, we'll just hold left shift and then left click to automatically pick up the ingots out of the building. We're going to bring them over here and make some plates. Oh. We need more than that, so we'll just handcraft some of this. And actually, now that we have a storage container for all the ore, we can drop in all this extra ore, because we're not going to be handcrafting ingots anymore, which is really nice. It's like the first major milestone in the game that's like, makes you feel like you're doing something. So, you can hold left control and then left click to put all of the same resource into or pull out of a storage bin, which is really nice. You don't have to click on every single one and like drag it over. Just hold left control and boom. And I think we can build a storage container. Oh no, still need more iron plates. I also like the sort button. Very nice. Automatically sort everything for you. Make some extra biomass, because I'm sure we're running through a lot of the biomass that's in the burner at the moment. With a drill and 2 smelters, going to consume the biomass a lot quicker. But you're always constantly refueling it. That's the problem with biomass. Build the storage container where we throw the biomass in there. I'm probably going to angle it a little bit like this. Try and line it up as much as like that. And you can take the belt and boom. Now all the ingots will gather in here and we'll have them readily accessible for your need, your building need. Hop over here, put the biomass back in. See, we already through like 7 or 8 of them. Should actually go out and collect some more biomass real quick. So then we have fuel for when it runs out again. And next step is automating concrete. So after we collect some biomass for another biomass burner for the concrete, we'll automate the concrete. Now, when collecting biomass, the leaves are not ideal by any means. They produce the least amount of biomass. If you can get wood, you can find the wood, it's much more ideal. But unfortunately, this area doesn't have a whole lot of wood in it. It's mostly just leaves and flower petals, which flower petals can't even be used in the biomass. They're used for something else completely. So honestly, we can probably keep collecting until our inventory is full. You will use all of this biomass. Guarantee it. See, there's some wood, but we can't utilize it until we get a chainsaw. And we can chop up the wood, and it's much more efficient. I heard a spitter. Hear a spitter. Where is he? The weird lizard noises. Oh, there he is. Bah. Oi. I need kill. I'm at 1 square. I don't have anything to kill me. Really unfortunate. I don't want to die. Not necessarily. Granted, you get respawned at your hub, but it's not ideal. You have to go run back to your body to get all of your inventory. I don't see anything that'll heal us over here. No nuts, no berries, no mushrooms, nothing. It's unfortunate. We'll have to go back for that yellow slug later on. I don't really want to fight the spitter with such low health. You do automatically recover some health up to 3 squares, as so long as you're not in combat. But it's still not all that much health for a spitter. Spitter will chew you down quickly. If they land a couple of hits, you're pretty much dead. Alright, so let's automate all of the, or not automate, process all of this biofuel. So like the leaves, it takes 10 leaves to make 5 raw biofuel, or biomass, and with wood, it's only 4, so, and it produces 20, so it's much quicker. Much quicker using wood. Eventually we want to just like have something to automate the creation of the solid biofuel, because the solid biofuel takes so long to handcraft. I hate just sitting here waiting for it to craft. So that's something that I like to do pretty early on, because you go through a lot of biofuel. A lot. Especially early game. And after we're done crafting this, I'm gonna actually set the next milestone, so we have a goal in mind of what we need. And then we need to automate the concrete. See, like, for what they're worth, these take so long to handcraft. That's why I like to automate them right off the bat. Always one of the first things I automate. Along with ingots. All the ingots for copper, iron, and then concrete. Like the first main things that I like to automate. So what I do in order to automate biomass, create a storage bin, generally next to my biomass burners, which there are 2 on the back of the hub. So I throw that here and then put the raw biomass in it. We're going to a constructor. Constructor will construct things, hence the name constructor. But we need cable first. Constructor. Try and get it as close as possible to the storage bin. Don't take up too much space. There. That in there. And down here, if you select solid biofuel and power it, so the power line. Oh, we need more wire. Wire. Me senpai. Welcome on in, that DL kid. How you doing? Very nice to see you. I hope daylight savings time is treating you fine. I know for me it cut out an additional hour of sleep of my already like minimal sleep, so not ideal. So we're just attaching the power to that constructor. And we selected the biomass or solid biofuel, so now it's processing. And we have that readily available for our needs. We're gonna make a storage bin just on the exterior. Oh, we need more rods. So let's go grab some more rods real quick. I totally forgot about it. It was like, how am I up at 3 a.m.? Oh, yeah. Right? I hate it. It's, especially during spring. Spring is like the worst one. Like during fall back, it's like, oh, we gain an extra hour. It's kind of nice, but I just wish we'd abolish the whole thing, honestly. They like cut an hour of work for me. Oh, it happened during your work day. That's kind of nice. You still got out at the same time then. You didn't have to put in like the full hours that you were scheduled to work. I guess I wouldn't see it as that much trouble then, if that's the case. But losing the sleep is not fun. Building that storage container that I was saying. Right there. Okay. Line up properly. Oh, try this again. Hold control, left control to line it up. A little bit of space and then it should be fine. So then the solid biomass will go right into the storage bin. So whenever we need the solid biomass, boom, it's ready for our use. Let's make concrete, or automate concrete. Daylight savings time is just a part of the capitalist agenda. Oh my gosh, yes, you're so right. So right. Pick up these miners real quick. Then we can build an actual building miner, not a portable. And I'm gonna point it probably this way. Still left at the same time, lost an hour this week, but I get hit hard in the fall and I have to work an extra hour. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's never fun. Either side of it, honestly. Like, it always hits me while I'm asleep, but still. So, notice the elevation difference between the two. You can use a lift to kind of put it up, but it's still not quite enough, so a regular belt is gonna have to suffice. It's gonna look like a little ramp, little slide. And I like to build an additional biomass burner over here for the limestone. So we need some more plates. So we'll run back to the base and get some more plates. They found that many people don't shop in the dark, so how can we get the most amount of light after 9 to 5 work days? Daylight savings. Oh, that's a good point. I mean, wasn't it originally made for farmers to have an additional hour of light to farm? That's what I've heard many and many a times. Like we don't have any ingots, so let's go grab some. We have automated the ingots to come in here. We have plenty of ingots already made. Nope, the farmer thing is a lie. Interesting. So the capitalist agenda is the real truth. Very interesting. Daylight savings time was invented for the farmers before electricity for farming, so they can do their work in the daylight and still have everything done to ship at the same time. I mean, I kind of do believe that they wake up when the sun comes up, no matter when the sun comes up. So I don't know. Definitely what I learned in school too, is supposedly for the farmers, but it makes sense the other way too. Definitely makes sense. Oh, miner, right. Biomass burner. Bring it over here. And do we have biomass? Oh yeah, we have 160. I'll just shove that in here real quick. And then the raw concrete will, or the raw limestone will come into this building, and then after that we can automate concrete. I think I'm actually gonna make it go this direction. First, let's drop. Oh, more cables. Back when daylight savings was invented, stores closed at sundown except for bars and inns. That's true too, because it was before electricity, wasn't it? So they couldn't keep their shops open. What I need cables? I don't remember. Splitter, right? Splitter? Yeah, cables and rods. Okay. As for someone that comes from a long line of dairy and hog farmers, I can tell you most farmers I've met don't think twice about daylight savings time. I can definitely see that. Definitely see that. I am not one that's ever had to be on a farm, so I trust your judgment. You used to be a cow farmer? Very interesting. I'm actually like highly allergic to animals, so being on a farm is just like an allergy attack, unfortunately. As much as I love animals, and I do, it's just sucks that I can't be around them. Your pancreases were? What do you mean by that? Detach this little guy, and then we're gonna go this way with it. So, with limestone to create concrete, you actually use a constructor and not a smelter. So we're gonna just make a constructor. I'm gonna do it like right here. Line it up with the storage bin there. Bring this over a little bit further. Line them both up and send this over. Oh, parents, gotcha. That makes so much more sense. I'm like, your pancreas was a farmer? Like, oh, you don't have to tell me twice about spelling. I am an atrocious speller. Like, I cannot spell worth a damn at all. I constantly have to open up Google to check my spelling all the time. It's so annoying. English, especially second or not primary language learners of English, have such a difficult time learning English because it's such a difficult language. It's actually the most difficult language in the world. So anyone learning English as a second or further language, I commend you. Like, seriously, English is just so problematic. Nothing makes sense. Even the rules that they have established, we break them constantly. So, I don't know. English is just a clusterfuck of like 3 or 4 different languages. The going to the bar thing is true. That's the capitalist reason why we must change the time, because now the sun sets earlier and we need people to buying booze at dusk. Another, yeah, I can totally see that. Another reason why daylight savings time is good for capitalism. Totally makes sense. Came back. What did I come back for? God, I do this all the time. Oh, there we go. Reinforced iron plates. You need more screws. I'm blessed that English is my first language, and still I constantly struggle with it. But I have since learned 2 other languages as well. And honestly, like, if I could just use them instead, it would be so much better. Like, I don't like English. I know Japanese and American Sign Language, and honestly, both of them make way more sense. Like, conjugation-wise and just sentence structure-wise, they make so much more sense than English. Phonetically, too. Like, Japanese, phonetically, Japanese is so easy, so simple. It's really, honestly, ideal how they pronounce their alphabet. How am I gonna do this? I want to get the storage bin on the other side. I think we're gonna lift up and bring it over this way. And once again, I'm out of rods. I thought I built enough, but clearly I didn't. So we'll go back and grab the rods real quick. Yell Kid, I can't remember. Are you a fan of Satisfactory? Have you played much Satisfactory. I don't remember if that was the game that you found me on or not. Need some iron ingots, which we have automated right here. Alright, back but on mobile, outside. Ben, get it. Get it. I know what's up. I always wondered why it's called American Sign Language. The different nationalities, deaf people use different sign languages? Yes, that is correct. American Sign Language is used mostly by North America and a little bit in France, I believe. There's actually about 60% overlap in French Sign Language and American Sign Language, which American Sign Language borrowed a lot of the signs from French Sign Language. So yes, there are different sign languages. There's also British Sign Language, and I believe there's one for Thai. I'm pretty sure there's one for every language out there, but these are the ones that I actually know of. I'm sure like every language has their own sign language. That's gonna run into the hole, isn't it? Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, hole, you're gonna have to move. Down here a little bit. Touch that. I'm gonna build a lift to go over everything. I'm gonna pull it onto the other side here. I want to be able to run up and collect concrete without having to run to the other side of the miner. Made the same amount last another week this round. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Ben. I'm so proud of you. Also, are you still abstaining from nicotine? Because that's a accomplishment in of itself. Just saying. Like, that is a brilliant accomplishment. We need more ingots. Oh, we ran out of biomass fuel over here, which I will refill it in just a second. Well, dang, I always thought if you learn sign language, you might be able to use it to help talk to people international vacations. Unfortunately not. I wish that was the case. That would be so helpful, but no. Each spoken language also has their equivalent sign language for the deaf communities that are in that language. I took 3 years of American Sign Language in college and 2 years of Japanese in college as well. I have not studied Japanese since like 2008. So my Japanese is very rusty. Very, very rusty. Sign language I studied 2015, 2016. So I'm much more apt with sign language. But yeah. If only. There's some stuff that overlaps or is very intuitive though. That's true. That is very true, Ben. I'm doing good with that, yeah. I've got my 0% fluid to pretend though. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. Gotta, like, trick your brain. Thinking you're consuming it and not actually consuming it. Or it gives you just that edge off. I need to put some biomass in here. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I don't have any. Never mind, just kidding. Let's drop the biofuel in here real quick. Biofuel. And build this storage container over here. I'm pretty sure I have the resources. Yep, okay. I did slip and get 2 jewel pods on February 28th. But that's the last time. Good, good, good. Make sure it's the last time, Ben. Keep it up. I know you can do it. I support you. And then I build a lift on this side as well. Point it that direction and connect them. And voila. We have concrete on this side. Eventually. Once it gets automated. And then once again, let's optimize the node. So we're producing 60 a minute. We consume 45 per minute. So we need a second one, but it's gonna be too high if we use 2 full ones. So we can down clock it a little bit. But it's not unlocked. Never mind. We have to unlock it first. I love how intuitive sign language is. Because honestly, like, once you learn the basics, you can pretty much conversate, even though it'll take you a really long time, because you'll be slow if you haven't really studied it. You can still talk to almost anyone. It's so neat that way. Just learn how to fingerspell and learn like the 2 basic signs that you need to like get around, and then you have a whole new world, honestly. And in here, I believe there's a green spitter. Got some wood. Green spitter and a yellow slug. Ah. Oh, come on. Poking it in the butt. How are you not dead? Like, die. Well, I still vape daily, so your willpower is better than mine. At least it's not half a pack a day. Yeah, that's definitely good. Half a pack a day is kind of a lot. I've tried unsuccessfully many times. This is the best it's gotten yet, but it was the first time I felt ready. And like I said, Ben, I'm very proud of you for abstaining. It's definitely a very difficult thing to do. Granted, I've never been addicted to nicotine, but I do know what addiction feels like and looks like. And nicotine is one of the easiest things to be addicted to, so my caffeine addiction is real, might I add. I forgot to put that belt in there. Unfortunate. Also, this is a splitter, not a merger. What am I thinking? So I literally have to redo this whole thing. That's the unfortunate part. You can't just like quickly change a splitter to a merger or vice versa. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom, the boom, boom, room. The lift. And belt it up, and voila. Have 2 vectors making concrete. So we will optimize that concrete for sure. And I have 2 stacks of raw limestone. I'm just gonna drop them in here. I don't need to carry them around anymore. Caffeine, I feel like, is almost as physical addiction as nicotine. Just luckily, the withdrawal doesn't feel quite as bad. I can handle headaches over outright rage. Yeah, that's true. Between the headaches and the, like, complete lack of energy, it is a little rough, though. I know, I've gotten in a bad habit of consuming too much caffeine recently. I need to stop. I've been drinking, like, a Bang in the morning just to wake up, and honestly, it's not good. Not healthy by any means. So correct me if I'm wrong, this is more a cozy build game than a struggle to survive game, right? Indeed, yes, exactly. It does have aspects of it that kill you, so you can die, but for the most part, it is a build game, for sure. Especially once you've established a base. Like, the natives don't come and attack you, they don't come in your base, so once you've established that base, you're as good as gold. Unless you go out into the wilderness looking for trouble. And believe me, there's some trouble. Right now we're just collecting some biomass. But we're at the very basics of the game at the moment. We started a brand new save. I've taught everyone up to this point what I'm doing. And just trying to teach people how to really like utilize the game and play the game in an efficient manner. And it's fun. At least it's fun to me. I enjoy teaching, so. Originally I was going to be a teacher and then thought twice about my salary and went, probably not. Like struggling to survive while getting an education and going even further into student debt, not really ideal. The amount of student debt that you have to incur to even become a teacher is just astronomically high compared to the income that you actually earn as a teacher. Like, I looked at the income at the start of the education system, and I had already started to make more than what they would make starting out at the grocery store. That's right. My grocery store job pays better than teachers make. And it's sad. Very sad. That's how much we value education in modern day America. And as much as I'd like teaching, I didn't want to put myself in a financial pickle. So I found other means of getting that education out into the world. I don't love struggling to survive. Yeah, exactly. Me neither. Me neither. Yeah, student debt is debilitating in the States, for sure. Whoa, where did you come from? Yeah, rude. Boy, got me good. Go. I didn't even see him, he just like appeared. I prefer my open world craft more on the tent side, like the forest. Oh, I see. Yeah. Have you played Factorio? Factorio has more of that impending doom feel, where you kind of have to build like tower defenses to protect your base. Or Mindustry. Mindustry is a really good one too. I love that game, but it is so freaking hard. I tried playing it on stream and it requires such concentration that it was either chat with people in chat or build. Like I couldn't do both because it's so like intense. That's why I stopped streaming Mindustry. I do need to go back and replay it because honestly it's a really fun game. If you enjoy like tower defense and resource management, it's like right there, perfect for you. But Factorio is a really good one. I enjoy Factorio a lot. Actually, I hadn't found like an RTS style type of game since StarCraft. or Warcraft 3 really, until I found Factorio. Factorio really pushed me back into the genre. I love the RTS style, like, whether it's army manipulation or resource manipulation, either one. They're highly fun games. But I just couldn't find any that I really vibed with. Like, Age of Empires a little bit, but not quite like StarCraft. The StarCraft was definitely my thing when it came out. That's actually where my name Blazing Hydro came from. I was a Zerg player back in the StarCraft days, like OG StarCraft days, and I would rush to Hydralisks, but Hydra was taken, so I went with Hydro instead. That's where my name came from. Yeah, the other day I lost a whole colony of beavers in this cute colony sim that had brutal mechanics. Oh yes, I do know that one. That's Timberborn. Timberborn is a good one too. I love that one too. Why are you not... Are you powered? Did we forget to power you? No, you have power. Selected. Oh, oh, I selected biofuel. What am I thinking? Concrete. There we go. Silly Blaze. Silly Blaze indeed. But yeah, Timberborn has very tough mechanics, for sure. It is difficult, to say the least. I also stopped streaming that one because it was too difficult and I kept dying or losing my entire beaver colony. But I like it. It's a good one. Silly Blaze, tricks are for kids. Exactly. Exactly. I wonder what we can find up here. I didn't even see this, like, little pathway. I grew my pop too quickly. Didn't build water infrastructure. Oh, yeah. That's rough. And then the drought happened and you're just like, what do I do? I can't get water now. I don't remember how I killed off my last colony, but I did. Like, awkward. Yellow slug down there, but there's bitters. Oh, they saw me. Oh my gosh. Nope. So I grabbed the nut and dragged it over so I can heal myself with combat. Now where's the other one? There he is. Another thing that they do is create the balls that constantly fire. So annoying. But only the bigger ones do that. The smaller ones don't. Just the bigger one. Boy. Alpha versus beta. I'm at a smidge of health, so I'm not even gonna finish killing him. Have you ever tried going medieval? No, is there a medieval base builder? I mean, obviously Age of Empires. I played Age of Empires for a little while. But other than that, I don't know of one. Have concrete automated. Oh, we need to work on the copper. Work on the copper real quick. So we need, you can also do this little neat trick where this little plus sign here, you can add it to the to-do list. So we want a miner, we're gonna need 2 smelters, and probably constructors, and a biomass burner power. So, and then once you add them all there, it tells you how many resources of everything. Really nice. So cable's the only thing we need. I didn't play Age of Empires, but I loved Age of Mythology. I've never heard of a game called Age of Mythology. Chris's all-time favorite game is Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I have played, I think it was the 4th one that I played though. I have played that as well. Not my style of game, honestly. I played it with a friend way back in the day. I don't want to get logistics too, so get upgraded belts. Upgraded belts will be very helpful. Oh, we need wire. 41 wire, which I don't even have enough plates or ingots for. But start a small village with these people, similar to RimWorld, but then your village gets attacked in RTS style battle. What's the game called? Medieval? Sounds like something I'd like. I played a lot of RimWorld as well. It's a very interesting game. The only problem with RimWorld, in my opinion, is it's like a huge time sink. It takes so long to get anywhere in that game. I did enjoy it though. Another couple of them that I like, Frostpunk. Frostpunk was super fun. And then Infraspace. Infraspace is like a mixture of Factorio and like City Skylines. It kind of has that city builder feel, but it utilizes resources. So it's kind of a cross between the two. Frostpunk kicks my ass. It does me too. Frostpunk is rough. It's really rough. And then Stellaris, of course. Stellaris is like a massive freaking game. Talk about time sinks. That's like the biggest time sink of ever. I also enjoyed Northgard and Before We Leave. Both of them, they're kind of like not the most ideal RTS style games, but they're fun. I only played them for a short period and kind of like gave up on them, but they were fun. I need to go back and retry them, honestly. And so with the this going on here, whatever it's called, the little shorthand list on the right, with that, it disappears when you build the buildings that you've added into it. Kind of nice. So once you build those things, all of the resources are taken away from the total that you need. Always know what you need. You have both of those, I believe, from a Humble Bundle. Haven't played them yet. They're not bad. They're not bad. They're just... They're kind of a little shaky as far as, like, programming goes. So I didn't get into them too heavily. They're not the worst RTS style kind of game. Before We Leave was kind of a little janky. It utilizes hex tiles instead of like actual square, like an actual grid. So it's a little bit different of a style. A little odd. The biomass burner. Need more biomass here in a second. I think we unlocked the chainsaw, so we can start getting into that. Chainsawing down some trees. That would be ideal. Or cable, or wire rather. I don't think Infraspace would be your kind of game, Yell Kid, because it doesn't have any of that impending doom push like a lot of games that you said you like. But it, in my opinion, it's nice and cozy for a good stream. The problem I have sometimes is I get frustrated when I die, so I vocalize it. And yeah, sometimes I rage. Not always ideal for streaming. I just bought Graveyard Keeper. Graveyard Keeper looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. It has a lot of building aspects in it too. Townscraper is the ultimate no pressure town builder. I've heard of it, I have not played it yet. I was thinking about getting it. That and there's another new one that looks pretty good too. I'll have to find it in a minute. Oh, I want to see if we can make the chainsaw real quick. So you can come over here to this lovely little equipment workshop. And the chainsaw requires a lot of screws. 160 screws. There's a new city builder coming out. It's called High Rise City, and it looks pretty good. It looks very similar to City Skylines, to be honest. And there's a new farm sim game called Song of the Prairie, that looks pretty good as well. Then Rise of Industry looks good. I've been eyeballing that one. Have you heard of Ancestors, A Humankind Odyssey? I have not. That on Steam. Let me search that real quick. Oh yeah, it is. Survive your evolution in Eugene, Africa, starting 10 million years ago. It's the third-person open-world survival game where you explore, expand, and evolve to advance your claim to the next generation. An exciting new adventure from Enche Digital Games. Huh, interesting. Is it any good? Looks very interesting. used all the rods. Oh well. Your goal is to evolve into Homo erectus. That's fair, that's fair. Have you played it yet? I love it. It tells you nothing and you have to figure out everything. Oh, I'm not very good at those, I'll be honest. I have such a difficult time playing like Breath of the Wild for that reason. It's so open world and so like open-ended that it doesn't push me in the right direction. I'm like wandering around like a bumbling idiot, lost, trying to figure out what to do next. I need a little bit of structure to like push me in the right direction at the very least. Like RimWorld just drops you and doesn't really tell you how to utilize anything. And it was so difficult at the beginning. Oh, I need biomass in order to do... Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, we have stack. Excellent. Perfect. Chainsaw, baby! Cutting some trees. You platinumed it on PlayStation? Oh my gosh. That is like dedication. I don't think I've like fully completed a game like honestly in the last like 10 years. I'll play it to the end, but to 100% it, beyond my powers. Commend you for doing it though. Quite the achievement. Now I want to do it on stream. You should. Especially since you're clearly good at the game. And if it's a time where I could watch, I'll definitely watch. Because I'd like to learn to see how the gameplay works. I know it's a little beyond my expertise, but still fun to watch. Yeah, give you a shout out real quick.
God. Oh no, my sensor button.
What is going on there? Oh, you last streamed Timberborn. Timberborn's such a fun one. Need lots of biomass, so here I am just chopping down some of the trees. That was not for broadcast. Edit the news? Huh, interesting. So what, you clip out like bloopers and stuff? I didn't realize there was a game like that. Teach you how to edit the news. Be a news editor. I had a friend from high school that did that after we graduated. It's a very lucrative career path for sure. That is a uranium rock right there. If you get too close to it, we'll take radiation damage. Shiny rocks, don't go close to them. They'll kill you. Especially if you pick it up. Your health drains like almost instantaneously. I did that one time, and before I knew about the radiation from the uranium, I picked it up and put it in my inventory, just like you do with resources. And then I died, and I was like, how did I die? There was no enemies near me, like what's going on? I ran over to my body and picked it up and died again. I was just like, what the heck? I did it a third time and I finally realized, like, that rock I picked up is dealing damage to me consistently and very quickly. Not fun. Not fun by any means. So, let's pull, add that there. Toss in this biomass, get that started. Got some copper automated. You can control a propaganda machine. Do you show commercials for only one candidate, or do you focus on the protest or the sports games being played? Huh, very interesting. Very interesting. You get to control all the media that goes out. And all of its live acted footage of the actors. I saw that. I thought you had like special guests on your stream or something, but that makes more sense now. Is it actually fun? I feel like that might get tedious. Gonna have to raid out now. I'm gonna take a break and eat something before I start up the next game. So in an hour we'll be streaming again One Shot. It's a RPG. It's a very short RPG, so we should be able to one shot. Should be a lot of fun. Like QT anime style type. More 2D pixelate. Not quite pixel, but you know, lower end graphics. But it looks cute. Very interested to get into it. Enjoyed it. The scenes are dark, political satire. You can control the difficulty so it isn't stressful or absolute chaos. Oh, very nice, very nice. So that was the beginning, the first stream of the teaching streams. So learning how to play Satisfactory. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate y'all being here. And thank you again, Dapper Kitty, for the follow and the subscription. We just met, but you already subscribed, and that means so much. Very much appreciated. I'm gonna find somebody to raid out to. If anyone wants to guide the raid, there is that Channel Point Redemption, guide the raid. Yeah, that DL Kid, thank you so much for dropping by. It was really nice talking to you, and lots of chats about games. It was really great. Really great. I'm gonna try and find somebody. Let's see, we have our lovely friend Anne, who's playing Skyrim. Y'all like some Skyrim? Lovely. Very warm and welcoming. Very good. Hope you enjoyed Goose Goose Duck. I will definitely, Kitty. Thank you so much for suggesting it. And thanks for being here the whole time. Very, very welcome to the community. Yeah, let's read Anne. Which is lovely. Get it all squared away here real quick. For those that are subscribers, you can copy the top part of the raid message. For those that are followers, you can copy the bottom part. Alright, raid started. Y'all are amazing. You are wonderful. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in about an hour with one shot. Alright, you all set. A fire in my heart.